What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here. So today we're here for another video. I'm going to be starting The Summer Hikaru Died. It's a new show. I think it's a psychological, like horror, like thriller type show. I've heard really good things about it. I don't know too much about it. All I know is that it's like a psychological show about these two teenage boys. Not sure exactly anything else about it. That's all I know about it. A lot of people recommended this when I said which anime should I check out first. So yeah, that's what we're going to be watching today. So without further ado, let's get into episodes 1 and 2 of The Summer Hikaru Died. Here we go. Oh, it's already creepy. It's already creepy. January 2020. Okay, so it's like modern day. What the fuck is that tree? Why's that tree got titties? Is his body gonna be taken over by like a demon or something? Yep, he got possessed. So I guess he got like lost in the woods, died, and then his body got possessed by some type of creature before he could die. So this is a couple of months after, I think. Because I think the first scene was like March. Interesting. That's like hinting that he's not a human, I guess, because he's learning about human language and culture. You can even see his eyes are like demonic. Wait, I think he might suspect the black hair guy that it's not actually Hikaru. Oh wait, so he didn't take over his body. He just like created a illusion? So yeah, I'd rather have a Hikaru rather than none. Wait, am I tripping or was he in love with Hikaru? That's the vibe I'm getting. Oh wait, his eyes were like that even before the demon took over him. Interesting. Oh, they're definitely hinting that there was some queerness going on between these two. The way this is shot is really cool, where it's like first person and you can't see. I think his name's Yoshiki. Like this is interesting from Yoshiki's perspective, because I'm just thinking, like, think about it. I'm pretty the vibe I'm getting that he was in love with Akaru, right? So imagine you find out your mate slash potentially the guy you were in love with died. Someone took over his body. It's a demon that can kill you at any moment. Like there's just a mixture of like sorrow, fear. Like bro is going through it. I don't know why, but I feel like this story is going to be about his like slow descent into like madness almost. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. I like the art style a lot. It's giving like kind of a Studio Ghibli vibe almost. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? The art style kind of reminds me of like Your Name art style. Oh wait, what's that? Does he have like beef with his family? To be fair, bro's not normal either, Yoshiki, because like just being able to accept this and being like, you know what, I'm just gonna live my life now, then this is Hikaru now. And accepting that and being like, okay, whatever, it means you're not mentally stable, first of all. He's right. He's like, I'd rather a cheap invitation than nothing at all. Yeah, he's a demon hunter. Or whatever that is, hunter. Spirit hunter. I don't know what to call him. Wait, are they immortals? Because he said after hundreds of years. He could just be talking about the company in general, but... So, they're specifically searching for whatever took over Hikaru. So, I think Hikaru said, he said like Unagi or Usagi or some shit. So maybe that's the name of the creature that took over him. Well, it's the only movie bro has seen, so... It's his first personal experience. I feel like it shows how bad Yoshiki's mental state is, that this doesn't feel like I'm watching a psychological thriller right now, because he's so fucking just normal about it. Like the way he's talking to him, just the way they're like communicating, like it doesn't feel like a thriller or a psychological thing. I'm sure it'll get more psychological, but like it's just so funny. Yoshiki's headspace is so unstable, like that he's making this feel normal to me. Man, I love the art style so much. Like, look at that. Beautiful. It's like a lot of just pure hand-drawn stuff. And there's like a lot of painting stuff in it as well. Like, this is all painted. Like, this is all bridge full painted. This is painting. This is a painting. Like, love it. Bro's drifting. Dun, 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 dun. Such a vibe. I didn't expect this type of show to bring this energy. I think it's kind of like reading from a textbook, right? Like you know the information being presented to you, but you've never experienced that information. Like yourself, you've never had that first-hand interaction with it. It's kind of like having what's the term? It's like having a first-hand source, personal experience or something, and a second-hand source of like, and then you're removed from that thing. So when you experience it yourself, yeah, you've already know you've done this thing technically, but you haven't felt the experience of doing the thing that you are doing. So I think that's kind of what it is. Oh, the cat sensed the evil energy, probably. I was worried he was going to start eating the cat or something. I think it's the opposite. It's his selfishness. Because if he was truly a nice person for the sake of being nice, he would have probably tried to reveal that you were a demon. But he would rather have a demon traveling in the town than say goodbye to his friend slash, I don't know what's going on with their relationship, what they had going on, but let's say just friend for the sake of it. He'd rather that than, you know, like he'd rather let a demon just be free in the town than say goodbye to his friend. So I think it's selfishness as opposed to him being a nice person. Oh. Wait, can she sense spirits? I'm actually curious about that. Like, if it's a spirit or a demon or something, I feel like there might be people that are more spiritually connected. Like, you know, like mediums and like fortune tellers and those type of people. Maybe they might have some link that they can notice that Hikaru is not a human, like a real human. I don't know why. I feel like maybe I'm reading too much into this, but I feel like Yoshiki is going to be the true like problem. Like out of these two, I feel like people think he might, like Hikaru or the monster in Hikaru is going to be the danger, but I feel like Yoshiki might be a big problem because he seems mentally fucked. Like he doesn't seem like he's there at all. So I'm curious to see how this all plays out. Like, see how quickly he switched from just freaking the fuck out to now he's just chill. He's just calm again. Like, there's something seriously wrong with him. Well, is she talking about him? Because came down from the mountain. You know, he came, like, Hikaru got lost in the mountains or in the forest or whatever, and then his body got took over by this demon creature. And then, like, Hikaru whispers a name before he dies or his body gets taken over, so. And also, I do wonder, when it comes to noticing his spirit, maybe the older, the older generations have a closer connection to spotting that there's something strange with him, right? Because everyone that's kind of noticed something's off has been kind of older. Oh, that's a look. That's a serious look. Okay, interesting. So he just died. And then his body got took over. Though I'm curious, I wonder if there's multiple demons in the forest and the mountains, because the name that Hikaru said was Unagi or something. And then the name the old lady says was like Nokutsu or something like that. It was a longer name. I don't know. They said two separate names. I wonder if there's multiple demons in the forests. I'm saying demons just for the ease of naming them. I don't know what they actually are. Oh, they are. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so they definitely had something going on, or have something going on. Though I'm curious, is that emotion linked to how Hikaru felt, or is that how the monster feels? That's what I'm interested in. Because he had a demented look on his face when he was saying that. His dad's. I think his dad's like neglectful and shit. That's what that beef was when they were at the table. I wonder if he was lying about having killed Hikaru. Oh my god, I'm so confused. I've got some theories on like what potentially happened, but let the episode finish first. There's like cops now? Oh, because she died. No, Unuki. Okay, that's the name she said. Ritual. Wait, so they kind of know what's going on. Oh, okay, so he knows now that something's going on in that town. Okay, so based on... let's just open the next episode and pause it for a second. So based on what we get from the... all that stuff that happened, Yoshiki seems to be linked in some way mentally to some type of demon. Now, I'm not sure what was going on because he knew something was happening. He knew that murder was happening, right? Because that's why he's crying and stuff. Though he could have been crying because of the things happening in his house, but I don't think he really cares too much about that right now. All his care seems to be focused on Hikaru. Like, that's his obsession, right? So I think he knew what was going on there, which is interesting to see kind of like what's happening in that, in like what is the link there, right? And then the fact that the monster Hikaru says he likes him and then has this really obsessed look on his face, which is really interesting. And I'm not sure, is that linked to the monster's emotions or Hikaru's emotions, right? Then there's the demon hunting, or I'm just going to call them the demon hunting agency, whatever they are. They are coming in. They know what it is. It's clearly not like a normal demon. It seems to be special. Now, again, there was two separate names when they were referring to the demon in the forest. Thing says, Hikaru says Unagi, and then the village elder people said, what was it? Ukatsu or something? Wait, I can't remember. Wait, it says, it's on the other episode. I can't remember the exact, but it's a different name. So I wonder, is it the same creature with two different names, or is there two separate entities? Masora is crazy work. So, okay, so he did see those. That was his vision. So he knows that Hikaru did it. Also, another thing I didn't mention, the guy, the demon hunter guy, he talks about, I don't want to go back to that creepy village. So that it seems this village has like a reputation. So that's interesting. Oh. So people are going to start getting suspicious because he's got certain like traits that Hikaru didn't have. Yoshiki is so interesting to me because he's this like, it's like the way he can just turn off the fear that he feels towards Hikaru or the monster in Hikaru. Like, it's like, he's so interesting. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a protagonist this mentally ill ever in a show I've watched. She's suspicious as well, though. I don't know, something about her that rubs me the wrong way. Oh, that was the guy before who was like, oh, I'm next. Oh, so there was a cut. Okay, so interesting. So based on what I'm getting, someone wanted to develop the land. These guys came in, stopped it, which I assume because if they did do that, a lot of people probably would have died because if you're developing the land that belongs to this demon, I think that was the logic. I don't know, mate. I'm just fucking spitballing here. I don't even know if I'm right with half the shit I'm saying. They keep talking about a ritual. I wonder what ritual they're talking about. This guy reminds me of that the bald guy from Blue Lock. Even the hairstyle and shit. Well, I guess because the monster's no longer in the forest, right? So maybe he was being watched by the thing inside Hikaru. So she lost her mind in the mountains, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Oh, something's watching them. A snake? What is that? Oh, I thought it was a snake. Was it a spirit? What is that? Yeah, I'm getting out of there. Don't investigate, bro. Oh shit. He like summoned it. So, okay, so it's more than just him. There's other demon ghosts, whatever they are, in the forest. So, which is kind of what I assumed anyway. But it looks like he kind of commands them because it just like he ordered it to come towards him and it instantly did. Oh, so we're just collecting corpses now. That's a tiny head. Looks like the size of like a finger, not even. Oh, because probably because the big boy boss demon's not in there anymore, so it's like considered purified, I guess, because the big demon's not in there anymore. Probably the first target's got to be Hikaru, like, because we know hearing of a kid that came down from the mountains and it was lost and it's all good now, and that lost his memory of the events is a clear target of like, okay, let's check what's going on with this kid. Oh. So he just destroyed that shit in 5 seconds. You abandoned them to die talking about, oh, I didn't mean to leave you. Like, to be fair, she doesn't know that demons and stuff are a real thing, so I guess she didn't think that she abandoned them to die, but she definitely felt something. That's why she fucking legged it. What? I wonder what the backstory. Oh, he's clocked something. I feel like she's got like a sensitivity to like spirits or like the, you know, whatever these things are, because she's got like a different kind of, I guess, perspective to the other kids. Interesting. So he's like claimed him, but what's with all those moles on his face suddenly? Or freckles? I'm not sure what they are. Ooh. Interesting. So there's a connection between his family and the monster. So I wonder if Hikaru allowed the monster to take his body. Oh, they're not even being like subtle with it. These two straight up are gay for each other. Like this, that's just obvious at this point. It's not like they don't on the nose say that, but there's a lot of hints. Like when they ask, "Do you like me?" and then the conversation he has with his dad is like, "You got to marry the girl, or keep them by your side," and you know. And then he says, "I've already," and then Hikaru in the last scene says like, "I've claimed him already." Like, yeah, there's so much undertones, not even undertones at this point. Wait, is there actual guts in there, or is it like No, that's why they just put a thing of real chicken breast. Oh no, this is crazy. Okay, no, this is crazy, bro. Oh, they're not even undertones anymore. Oh, that's the lady from before that noticed something. Oh, wait, there's something with his sister, because I remember his parents were having a conversation about his sister as well, like something wrong with her or something. The whole town knows the business, bro. Oh, that was so creepy. I think she might be killed by Hikaru. I'm gonna be straight up. Oh. Oh, wait. Wait, she's noticed something? Mixed? Wait, does that mean maybe humans can attain the power of these demons or something by having a connection with them, a close connection? Because it seems like he's seeing visions and like seeing other things. Like even when the old lady was getting murdered, it seemed like Yoshiki was aware it was happening. So okay, so she's got like spiritual powers. Why do I feel like Yoshiki's gonna end up like killing this lady? Because he's like he's not mentally stable enough to see that what she's saying is actually like is to help him. Like he's not mentally stable enough to be like, oh yeah, the demon in Hikaru is a problem, or the demon Hikaru's gone, he's dead. So like realistically, she should get her help, but his mental state is not there at all. So he will. I feel like he might end up killing her or leading to her death in some way. And we also do know Hikaru's obsessed, like he's obsessed with him, like jealous of his attention going to anyone else. So I could even see people dying off by trying to get close to Yoshiki to help him get free of the influence, and then Hikaru, you know, killing those that kind of stake a claim on what belongs to him through his perspective, at least. I feel like this is a representation of what's happening to Yoshiki right now. I feel like this skin is like reflecting his humanity, and I think like he's slowly shredding it. He's like in the in-between of shredding it and keeping it present. Okay, so that was episodes 1 and 2 of the summer Hikaru died. The summer Hikaru died, I think that's what it's called. So that was a really cool introduction. Honestly, it's less intense than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to get like a crazy, like just constantly like psychological, like horror vibes. But yeah, it is very like psychological, and there is like a lot of horror vibes for sure, but it's much more normal than I expected it to be. And I really like the art style, like the painting style that they have for a lot of the shots and stuff. I think really the only things that aren't like painted are the characters themselves. Everything else, it looks like a painted background, which is really fucking cool. Like I love that type of stuff where you can clearly see like real art in the work, you know, which was something that was very common in like the early 90s, I mean like the late 90s, early 2000s. Like that was very common in anime, but I feel like it was kind of filtered out because of like using 3D and CG and all that shit, which I'm not a big fan of that style. So I really like how anime is bringing back this kind of painted like 2D look. It's really cool. I really love the art style. But yeah, this is a really good show so far, honestly, because there's like a lot of questions that are being risen and there's a lot of connections being made. And I think the foreshadowing is really well done in like a lot of the scenes. Like there'll be a mention of something and then there'll be like, it will expand on that thing. But yeah, Hikaru is like, the monster is really interesting because it seems to be evil, but not evil at the same time. Because it seems, even the idea of it not killing Yoshiki and giving it a chance, giving Yoshiki a chance to live, shows that it's not totally evil. Like it does threaten to kill Yoshiki if Yoshiki like reveals the truth in episode 1. It basically says, don't do anything. I don't want to kill you. So it definitely has the idea to kill Yoshiki is a possibility if he goes too far, but he chooses to spare him and believe that Yoshiki won't turn against him. So that's really interesting. Though I feel like the fact that he has Hikaru's memories, he probably realizes that Yoshiki wouldn't turn against Hikaru anyway. But what's interesting to me about Yoshiki is he is so mentally unstable that even the monster realizes that like he's too far gone, because he basically says something to the effect of like, you're way too nice to a creature like me, or something to that effect. So even the monster is like, this kid is gone. Like this kid is next level. Like, so Yoshiki is a really interesting character to me. To me, Hikaru is not the one to fear, like as a presence. It's like Yoshiki is the problem, in my opinion. Like when I say problem, I think he's going to be the real danger to like the other characters. Because if you think about it, Yoshiki is a human that has the power of some demonic god almost at his disposal, if you think about it. Because it feels like Hikaru has, or the monster has this obsession with Yoshiki, where it feels like Yoshiki's kind of low-key almost controlling this monster in a way. So I am really fascinated with how their characters are going to expand from this point on. We are getting into some more The Summer Hikaru Died. We're getting into some more gay horror. That's the show. Gay horror, the show. That's basically what it is. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, but I'm not joking at the same time, because it is very like, that's clearly the intent of what this show's about. Is about homosexual relationship being, and like the monster is almost an allegory to the view of homosexuality, especially in a very conservative country town type vibe, right? That's what the monster is, like the demons, and that's an allegory to homosexuality. I'm pretty sure. Like if it's not, I'm dumb, but I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Which is really fascinating to me, how well it fits. Anyway, so I'm really excited to get into episode 3 and 4. Like even speaking on that thing, the next episode this episode 3 is literally called Denial. You know, especially after what happened at the end of episode 2. Like it's very telling that that's the episode title, is all I'm saying. Okay, anyway, so that's enough yapping. Let's just get straight into the show. So episodes 3 and 4 today. Here we go. Okay, so I did have a bit of a theory at first, but then that theory was immediately shot down in episode 2. I thought the demon hunter guy that came to town, I thought that him and Hikaru had some relation because they both had white hair, but then we see Hikaru's dad, so that theory is thrown out the window immediately. No, watermelon's going to grow in your stomach. Yeah, the fucking tall tales of kids. Like I remember one time when I was a kid. So there's this thing. I don't know if it's an Australia specific thing, but you know when like there's a sign and there's like two poles and there's like a gap in between. So there was a thing back in the day. I'm sure it's still a thing. A superstition. If you walk through, you had bad luck for like 7 years or some shit like that. I remember when I was like 7 or 8, I walked through it by accident. I forgot about it. And I literally for the next 2 weeks, I was in such despair. I was stressing so hard. That's what this reminds me of. Did he always have those moles on it, like those freckles on his face? Or did they appear after? Because I swear he didn't have that much freckles on his face. Like in episode 1. Maybe I'm misremembering. Interesting. Like, I think the fact that he said the same thing in the modern day, but in the current, like in the present, that's the word I was looking for, that he said in the past, but the tone of it was completely different. So I wonder if like Yoshiki is in that headspace of like, he's saying the things that Hikaru would say, but he's not Hikaru really. Like, I think that is happening in his brain. Oh, what the fuck was that about? Was that a flashback to before Hikaru's death? Oh, so I got a bit of a theory. So we know that in the last episode, Hikaru's dad's talking to Hikaru, is talking about like we've got to deal with the demon in Lord Okotsu, I think it's called, like the demon in the mountains, right? That's taken over Hikaru's body. The dad's like, our family's got a connection to it. Then he goes to the mountain, doesn't come back, he dies. Hikaru goes to the mountain around the same time, much later, but around the same time in the year. So I wonder if there's an agreement in place where the members of this family, I guess, sacrifice or give themselves to the monster. Because the dad goes, dies. Hikaru goes, dies, and his body's taken over by the monster. So I wonder if there's some type of agreement with this family. But we're going to see, I guess. Yoshiki looks so happy as a kid. Now bro's depression central. Oh shit. She's gonna die. Kurebayashi's dead.
自分が楽になるだけ。死人は何とも思わん。ただ私たちが亡くなった人に汚く執着してる事実だけやあるのは。私たち。でもいやや。
Interesting. Wait, what does she mean by that?
でしょうか。この新しい巨大パフェ2つ。
Mixing. So is mixing like is that like a metaphor for being intimate or like having like that type of connection? Because she said I thought it would be a girl, so I guess that's kind of like what that it's like a metaphor for that. I guess true. Hikaru is not the only demon thing. So it's spread, I guess, that energy. So it's like, it's a jail, I guess. It acts as like a jailer for all these other impurities. So now that it's not there anymore, all the impurities from the mountains are spreading throughout this, the village.
正直私もすぐにこの町から逃げたいくらい
Yeah, I would have been gone from this town a long time ago. I'm be straight up.
でもお母さんに娘もおるしね。上の息子はとっくに出てったきりなんやけど。
さっき
Oh, wait, has she mixed with a demon? Or I say demon, but I'm not even sure if that's the classification.
このまま一緒におったらあかんって。
So something also took over her husband's body. If you think about it, I also, yeah, like there is the allegory of like the homosexual relationship between Hikaru and Yoshiki, but there's also, I think, an element of like not metaphorically, but very clearly, Yoshiki being stuck in an abusive relationship, whether that's romantic or otherwise. Like, think about it. If Yoshiki has to maintain peace with this relationship, he needs to act within the confines of what's expected from him from this being, otherwise he will get killed, right? Because that was the first interaction, was like, don't make me kill you. So it's like, obviously there is like hidden, it's an allegory to a homosexual relationship, but there's also that it is also an abusive relationship. I'm pretty sure Hikaru was watching them, like, in the diner. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He's, like, even if he wanted to do anything, he's stuck. Unuki-sama. Okay. Well, it's very clear. If context clues that he's Unuki. That's not creepy at all. Yeah, see, it's like he's trapped. He's like a prisoner of this monster right now. Yeah. Like even the language is sounding like a hyper jealous, like abusive, like. Anyone would be, but it's a monster that doesn't understand human morality. But you're not Hikaru. Bro, how's Yoshiki gonna live? Is he gonna survive? Interesting. Wait, there's a link? Oh, it's more of an emotional thing. Oh shit, is he gonna take over his body? Or just kill him? What's happening? Isn't that him? Is that his head? So that was a clear, like, thing to him just getting sexually assaulted just then. That's what that was. I do wonder, like, is Hikaru in there somewhere? Because I say that because he says something to the effect of, like, I'm not sure what emotions are mine anymore. And it could just be the fact he took over Hikaru's body that is feeling those emotions towards Yoshiki. But I feel like maybe his subconscious exists within this monster still, somehow. Maybe he's not, like, really dead. They're acting like he's not always depressed anyway. This is just like bros. Oh, even everyone else noticing the difference in his behavior. I guess it is a kid when you think about it. It's the first time it's had like a kind of conscious brain, right? Because before it was just like a monster, this existence. And I guess going into a human and consuming its body and like possessing its body has created like logic in its brain for the first time. So it is a child. What? Okay. Wait, is he gonna fall in love with the monster? Like, cause we know he's in love with Hikaru, obviously, but Hikaru's dead. I feel like he's gonna fall in love with the monster. That's what it seems like it's leading towards. This is such an interesting show because like this relationship, friendship, whatever this thing they have going on is so weird and strange and evil and toxic, but nice and soft. And it's like everything because I don't know, man, it's so interesting to me. Okay, episode 4, here we go. At least it didn't hiss at you yet. This time, I mean. Though I will say it's interesting from like previous episodes to this episode, a big change has happened where they were never mentioning that Hikaru isn't Hikaru. Now it's like it's open to talk about, which is interesting. Like I like how it actually does, like it acts like how like a child would react to situations, like just fascinated by everything. That's crazy work. What is her reputation? Oh, and she beat him as well. What reputation does this girl have? Wait. Okay, so she's got some type of power. I wonder if she's going to be recruited by the demon hunting agency people. I feel like she might. Oh, wait. I wonder if she's the daughter of that lady. Because she said the only thing keeping me here is her husband, I mean her mother-in-law and her daughter, right? And they both have the same hair color and they both seem to have some spiritual connection with like the demon things. So I think that might be her daughter. I'm curious what's going on with his sister though. Because they said something was wrong with her, but... So Indo's that's Thing's family, right? That's Hikaru's family. So wait, are they in charge of the village or something? What? They keep talking about a ritual. I wonder what that is. Oh, so there was something they're being done. There is a ritual being done. So they kind of know what's going on. They might even know that Hikaru is not Hikaru, really. Bro's like, we're probably gonna die anyway. Might as well get drunk. Oh, he doesn't act like he doesn't believe it exists. 300 years. Okay, so the ritual keeps it sealed up, I guess? Wait, okay, I'll kind of got a theory. I might be wrong. I might be wrong about this, but I've got another theory. So there's these, I think, I don't know, bugs, cockroach. I don't know what shit. They look like cockroaches, but they're not cockroaches. It's like some, I don't know what they are. Those bugs. They keep appearing in scenes, right? And there was one on Yoshiki's hand as well. So I wonder, I've kind of got a theory. Do those bugs, are they connected to Hikaru or the monster in Hikaru in some way, and he can kind of spy on people through the use of those bugs? Because I think that bug was also at the scene of the crime when that old lady gets fisted to death through her throat, right? Or, you know, so that's just a theory. I'm probably wrong, but I should chuck it out there anyway. Speaking of the devil. Wait, that mark on his neck is the same mark that Yoshiki got on his arm, right? Oh, it looks similar. Maybe it's just a bruising that looks similar, and maybe not, but I don't know. Oh, grow up, bro. Get some new socks. Go to Kmart or something. Wait. Theory, another theory alert. This guy is okay. So when Yoshiki was talking to the old lady, or not old lady, but like middle-aged lady that, you know, was talking about the mixing and all that stuff when they're at the diner, right? She says her oldest son left the village, right? Left the village, survived, but not before getting marked by her husband or whatever took over her husband's body, right? And this guy's got a big mark on his neck, and he's kind of got the same hair color as that lady. It's a bit lighter. So I wonder if he's the son that she was talking about. Because even when he heard of like that, this is where the village was, he's like, oh, that village is so creepy. So he has some like awareness of this village as well. I'm probably wrong, but like I think that I wouldn't be surprised. Because if you look as well, on the top of his hair is like the same hair color as that lady. So maybe his hair went like blondish white from like stress or something. So does that mean they did the ritual and they tried to do it again? So Yoshiki's family is from outside the village? Interesting. Would the churches act as like shields against these monsters? Oh, they're worshipping him. Or the monster within him. Well, the thing the fact that they give it a respectful title means they don't view it as a monster to be destroyed. They view it as a god to be worshipped, right? Oh shit. He noticed the presence. Oh, there's a barrier from other monsters to enter. Interesting. I guess that's technically outside the village. Oh. Okay, wait. So wait. So that means he doesn't have Hikaru's body. Or maybe it's like he saw the dead body and then a few days later he appeared. Because what I'm confused about is, does he have ownership of Hikaru's actual body, or is it an illusion of what Hikaru looked like? Like, is it a body that the monster created, or did he actually take over the body? There's something with that little girl, and I'm not sure what yet. She's gonna be important to the plot somehow. Oh, he wanted to leave the village. I am curious what's going on with his parents and his family. Like, seems like they're like, seems like the entire town talks shit about them. Like, I would say it's because they seem to have a marriage on the rocks, but it seems to be more than that, because they even mentioned that his mum is from like outside the village, you know, because the village chief, I guess, or mayor or whatever, he basically says like, this festival is important to us. We even invite Mrs. whatever their last name is. I forget what it is. So like, as if she doesn't belong in normal like spaces in this village. So it seems like there's something against his family specifically, which I'm curious about. Could just be they're like outsiders. Maybe they came from the city or whatever, or somewhere else, and maybe that's what it is. It's just like typical small town shit of like, you're an outsider, so you're not part of us kind of thing. Oh shit. Wow. Diseased. Well, it's being accurate with, especially being from like, it seems like a very isolated small town, so it's not going to be the most progressive of places. I am curious, was the crush whatever one-sided? Did Yoshiki, was he the only one that felt that way? Like, I wonder what Hikaru's headspace was, because we know the monster seems to have some type of feelings towards Yoshiki, whatever those feelings are. I'm still not sure exactly, but it's definitely romantic inclinations in a way, in a very twisted way. But the actual Hikaru, I'm curious if it went both ways. Whenever those red start shining, you know some violence is about to happen with that demon. This is like the king of impurities, it seems like. I guess it's because it's in a human body, it's hidden. Morphed. Okay, so maybe it didn't possess Hikaru and created the body. So maybe this isn't Hikaru at all. What? Wait, so can she seal these demons or something? Oh wait, are we gonna see how he died? Oh wait, no, he's got the red eyes. No. What? You're telling me he died by... No, I was like expecting, oh, the monster planned this and it was like a whole thing. Bro died by falling off, slipping on mud. That is the dumbest way to die. So he did come to do the ritual though. Wait, does that mean... Did Hikaru I wonder if this summoned the monster into his body. It was like... Because if you think there's some type of connection, so he had a desire And maybe that was the ritual, right? Like there was a desire that he needed to sacrifice something for. And his desire was that he wouldn't be alone. Yoshiki wouldn't be alone. So maybe he allowed the monster, not allowed it, but, wanted, like opened himself up for the monsters to take over him. Yeah, it seems like his desires made Unuki take over his body. Okay, that was really cool that we got that extra information. The fact that he died in such a fucking stupid way, though, is so funny to me. I actually love that he died like that. Oh my god, I was expecting like this whole plot of like, oh, someone killed him or like Unuki planned this like this whole thing to get the body but no, it was literally bro slipped on some mud, hit his head, died, and really didn't want Yoshiki to be alone. So Oniki, I don't know how to say his name, took over his body. It was like more of accepting a desire or creating a pact almost, maybe. Which is maybe why the monster is so obsessed with Yoshiki, because he's bound by some type of kind of emotional pact that he doesn't really no one really understands, even the monster. I feel like there's some type of connection with Hikaru's desire for Yoshiki not to be not to be alone, sorry. And then the fact that Unuki is so obsessed with Yoshiki could be because of some type of pact that was formed between him and Hikaru in Hikaru's dying breath, right? So that's really interesting. I'm so excited to see how this all plays out. Oh shit. Oh, there's a dead body in there. Or not? Or a demon? I think there's a demon. Oh shit. So we know we know his Yoshiki's sister. I didn't realize at the time, but I think it was like episode 2 or something, where she's taking time off from school because she's got like mental struggles or something to that effect. I think that's what there was. One of the villagers, I think, were talking about that. So I wonder if her family thinks that because she's being haunted right now by these monsters and she's being chased by them for whatever reason. I don't know why they're seemingly being attracted to her, but that's interesting. Oh, that's why it's called the wig ghost. I am curious, like that singing section, I feel like that's going to be a very plot important moment. Like what's the point of that scene every once in a while? Like it feels like it's going to be important because it seems pointless. Like it doesn't feel like it accelerates the plot in any way, but I feel like there's going to be a reason eventually. Oh, his guts. Yeah. When he put his hands inside him. I guess she's got personal experience. Is that why she can see like sense? Is that why she can sense like the spirit world, as it were? Like, I don't know what other language to use for that, because she mixed with her husband. Like, obviously mix is a connotation to being intimate and stuff. That's kind of what it seems like. Like, the more you interact with these possessed humans, let's just call them, the more connected they are to the kind of world outside of the normal, like, you know, the connection they have with these demons, spirits, I don't know.
無理。だってカツラのお化けが出るんやもん。
何言ってんの。入浴剤好きなの入れていいから。
いやいや、なんで
カツラの
Yeah, I was gonna say, wouldn't Yoshiki be like, wait, is there actually a ghost haunting her? Because like he now knows of the world of demons and spirits and what we still don't have a classification of what these things are, but
ないんだもん。
ちゃんと切れますよ。人は切れませんけどね。
so this guy,
言うように
I'm still confused, I'm still confused on this hot guy's story because I'm like locked in that he is the son that older lady was talking about, saying he had left the village, but not before being marked. I'm pretty sure it's him. I'm like 95% locked in on that theory.
想像つかんな。池に落ちたら爽やかなヨシキになるんかな。毎日8時間は寝ています。
I was gonna say, what the fuck?
お前らしょうもな。その人形返せ。
He seemed like he wasn't, as a kid, he seemed like he was pretty energetic though. So it's definitely like as a result of his inclinations, let's say, that's kind of pushed him into this shell of dark depression because he's in an environment that's very, 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 very hyper super conservative, you know, like in a small town in buttfuck nowhere, right? So it's just kind of like caused so much issues for him, which we see as well, like, you know, a perfect example of like, I think a big shift, which happened with him was, I think in the flashback in the last episode was, I think when he was like 13, 14, maybe. He looked like he was a teenager, but like not like, he didn't look as old as he is here. So I would say he was like 12 or 13 in the flashback where they're talking about one of the other villagers' sons who was diseased, right? But really, Yoshiki just says, no, he's gay. And I think that started his kind of mental issues, let's say. Not that started it, but that was like a confirmation of like, oh, the way I am is wrong in the context of this society that he lives in.
つうか、なんで欲しかったん？まあ、汚れ、汚れ的な人間が生きてるところには必ずたまるんよ。汚れ、わざわざ俺んちに。
It could be like his connection with Hikaru that. So it has been brought because of Yoshiki. I thought it was because of the girl, but I feel like Yoshiki's got like a special something. I feel like Yoshiki has something special about him that attracts these impurities. Like obviously his connection to the demon monster, Lord Unuki or whatever it's fucking called, that adds to it. But it seems even before that connection was formed, he has something specific about him that attracts these demons, spirits, monsters. I don't even know what to call them at this point. Not even attracted, but he's got a connection somehow to that world. So I do wonder, I'm not sure if this, you could call this a theory, it's more of just a thought. So we know Hikaru, before he dies, his last thoughts or his last kind of wish is that Yoshiki isn't alone, right? That's what we know. Now, additionally to that, we know that his family is linked to some type of ritual when it comes to Lord Unuki, the monster in Hikaru's body right now, right? So my thing is, there's some family agreement. Hikaru's last thought is of Yoshiki and he doesn't want Yoshiki to stay alone. So I wonder if that ritual or connection that this demon has with Hikaru's family was somehow transferred to Yoshiki in some way, which is why these monsters are attracted to Yoshiki in some way, or like have a connection with him. I don't know though. It's just a thought. I don't really have a theory on it. It's just like a thought that entered my brain.
俺に寄ってくるんは大丈夫大丈夫
Yeah.
お前は俺が守るから
You've got the right one on your side, the right demon. He's like, seems to be the strongest of them. Oh, and he's getting pulled into the battle. Yeah, why are you getting involved in a demon battle, bro? I guess he's worried because he sees Hikaru drowning, but like, you do know you're also, he is a demon, like, bro knows what he's doing. This is so disgusting. Oh, but it's definitely like a allegory to his severe anxiety. Why is he a kid Hikaru?
こいつは昔光
Oh, he's being controlled by the hair demon. I wonder if that's a real memory though, when they were kids. Oh, bro. Yeah, this demon in Akaru must be mad powerful. It took him 1 second to get into his body, murder it, get the hair demon out of there. It's still on the roof, isn't it? We just saw the thing watching them. There it is. That's fucking grot. Oh, he ran away. Well, it's not in the house anymore, so I don't think he'll come back. Because you know Hikaru's gonna fucking murder it.
人として暮らしていける可能性やって楽しみやな
Well, I don't know how regular. Actually, one thing I was thinking of, like, I just didn't clock into my head at the time. Is this monster? It's in a human body, so will it age? That's what I'm curious about. Because if you think about it, the monster, this spirit, whatever it is seemingly immortal, right? But it's in a human body, so will the body age, or will Hikaru stay? Like, is Hikaru as he is now? Is he like immortal now? Like, you know what I mean? That is one, because like him saying he can live like a human just made that thought appear in my head. What is like a grave? Shrine? What is it? Oh. Bro, stop getting involved in his work. He knows what he's doing. Wait, what's down there? Oh, is that where... Oh, so this is where the monster in Hikaru, or I don't know what to call this monster. Do I call it the monster, or do I call it Hikaru? I don't know, whatever. Hikaru's... This is where he existed, being within Hikaru prior to leaving the body. So now he has like a scent. So it's really interesting when you think about it. This whole village, like, so before we get into the next episode, I'm just talking about this. So it's interesting when you think about it, right? This whole village is, if you think about it, kind of the bad guy in this situation, because this village is fostering the existence of these impurities that are monsters. That's what they are, right? Then these agency guys are trying to destroy these monsters and get, like, you know, help humanity, basically. But if you feel from the perspective of our main characters, this guy's the bad guy. So it's really interesting, like, moral dilemma of, like, even when Mustache Bro was like, I kind of want this village to be destroyed is because it's really a homing ground for evil. This is an evil village when you think about it. Like the root of this village is by praying to evil demon gods. That's kind of what it is, right? So I'm interested to learn more. Obviously, I feel like we'll get a broader perspective as we delve more into it, but it is very fascinating to me.
欲も見た目も全く同じ男が別に生まれて、そいつは自分が死んだ男と別人やって気づかんで家に帰ったって話。
So it's a basically parallel with what Hikaru's going through in a way.
男と新しく生まれた男、同一人物やと思うか？
どうでもええねんけど、別物やろそんな。
なんで？
なんとなく。
別人とは言い切れやんな。やって人間って
Well, it's interesting, right? It's an interesting thought experiment because it's like if you have the same memories, if you have the same experiences in your head, if your body remembers doing those memories, if your mind remembers those memories, if you have no external memories of another life, are you really a different person? Like what makes the person, like I guess that goes into like metaphysical. Do you believe if a soul exists, right? But if you have the same memories, the same physical traits, the same body, you have no other external memories, physical or mental, and all you know is that body's experiences. Are you a different person? That is an interest. I don't know where I stand on that, to be honest. It's a hard one. Because if you think about it, who you are today makes the experiences of what you've gone through is what makes you who you are today, right? But on the other hand, there's a similar thing. If you are who you are today, right, through all your experiences that you experienced, right, that's you. That's who you are. Though in an alternate universe where, let's say, for example, your parents decided to move countries and went to Germany. Let's say you were raised in America, and in this reality, and in another reality, your parents decided, okay, we're going to move to Germany, right? And you grew up in Germany. Is that the same person still in that scenario? So like when we talk about the individual, like when we're talking about experiences makes the individual, that's another thing. Because this person who you are in this reality and then in reality where you were raised in Germany, that's not the same person, right? Because your values are different, your reality is different, your experiences are different, your friends are different. Like, anyway, this is a topic you could talk about for hours and hours and hours. Oh shit, what happened? What did Bro get up to? I feel like this episode looks like it's going to focus on this girl for some reason. Because the name of the episode is Asako, and I'm not sure if that's her name, but it feels like she's appeared quite a bit this episode, so I feel like it's going to focus on her. Disneyland is crazy. Sounds like Diddyland, and that's not anywhere anyone should be wanting to go. Oh, what's going on with Yoshiki? Oh, I guess it's like the whole thing of like they think he's Hikaru, but is he Hikaru? Or that's the whole thing happening in his brain right now. I feel like Yoshiki's like slowly accepting the monster as Hikaru. Oh shit. Oh, is that the hair demon again? Or is this a different one? Why is it fucking showing a picture of the bug's crotch? Oh, okay. I think that's a different demon. So I think did the hair demon just like bitch it and just run away? Like where did it go? It wasn't defeated. I didn't realize at first, but it seems like maybe Hikaru's family seems to be a bit more like well off, because they even said like his house is so spacious and like he has like, he seems to have like all the game consoles, which is like they're in the country, so you know it's not cheap. So I am curious if his family is a bit more of one of the well-off families, because we know his family is like famous throughout the town. So you know, because they would those like the mayor and the mustache guy were like talking about the Indos, which is his family. So I wonder if they're one of the more like affluent families. Wait. Wait.
父さんとはろくに話してこやんかったけど、こん時のことはやけに覚えとる。あ、そうや、なし鉄。
Wait, I kind of got a theory, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. But his dad, when he was a kid, seemed to be like present in his life, and honestly, he was conversing with Hikaru's dad, and he had like a smile on his face, like he looked happy. But now we know he's like neglectful and he's kind of a piece of shit, and like not a piece of shit, but like we don't know too much about him. We know he's neglectful and he seems always upset and like depressed almost. What now? This might be, maybe I'm reading too much into it. Was there like a thing with him and Hikaru's dad? Because that's the vibe I got from that scene. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it because there's a thing with Hikaru and Yoshiki, but I wonder if that's what's happening. But then no, that doesn't make sense, because I do wonder. So we know his mom's from Tokyo, right? Like city person, but was his dad born and raised in this town? I wonder if that is a thing, because I don't know, man. I'm just, it's more of a thought than a theory. That's just kind of the vibe I got. I'm probably wrong, but Karu's handwriting. Interesting. Indo's role. I'm still curious about what that agreement is that his family has with the demon. I need to know the story behind this girl, because like I feel like there's something with her. Because she's got a different vibe to the other like side characters. Doesn't feel like just an unimportant side character. And we know she's got like a connection to the spirits in some way.
Hikaru, なあれ、クラ。山下行ってもらってくるわ。
ヒカル？私もついてく。
Oh, interesting. I knew she was going to have an important part in this episode. Oh, does she know it's a demon? That it's not Hikaru? I wonder. No, she looks too chill to know, to suspect. Like, I feel like she would look way more serious if that was the case. Oh. Okay, so she does suspect. Oh shit, she might die here. Oh yeah, because she doesn't have the Yoshiki privileges. So she might die here. Though if Yoshiki makes it on time. Okay. So it's a familial skill. Oh, okay. So they each have a different sense when it comes to the monsters. Oh, so they are ghosts. Okay. Wait, she said so they eventually return, right? That's what she said. That's what she says these monsters are. So does that mean potentially the demon that is in Hikaru's body is actually Hikaru? Could that potentially be a thing? It doesn't seem like it, because his body was taken over right away. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a different thing she's talking about, but that seems like what they're hinting at. I don't know. We'll see. Wait, wait, she get hit by a car? No. Because we know she's alive. That's the black-haired girl, right? Interesting. That's an important thing, that what she just said. Don't consider that their world is bad and ours is good. So that was kind of what I was talking about before, where like the village people, it's like it's hard to tell who's good and evil in this scenario, because it's all a point of view things. You know, for Yoshiki, this monster is a good thing, really, if you think about it. But for other people, it's a evil presence. I don't know. It's interesting, but they are going into that. So I think it can also be like a allegory to don't assume that your way of life is good and other people's is wrong. You know, if we look at like a lot of the homosexual like references to what's happening in this, and like a lot of the allegory to that, right? So I feel like that's an extra kind of thing being, you know, added. Oh shit. He's gonna crash out. He's gonna crash out. Oh shit. Bro, calm down. Don't kill her immediately. Oh shit. Oh. I think this is Yoshiki's eyes opening now to like what he's dealing with. Like, cause up until now it's been like, you know, he knows it's a monster, like objectively, right? He knows that, but he doesn't realize the consequence of it until now. Like he didn't realize, okay, because so far this monster has been kind of confused, like just not understood how like simple things don't work, you know, in a cute way, like, oh, how does a cat work? And, you know, but now he realizes, oh no, this is a evil being, like not evil, but like just for lack of a better word. And I think he's understanding the consequences of it. Oh shit. I thought he knew, because I thought he was like, I thought he saw a vision of them, of that happening. So I thought he already knew that. So, but no, he didn't know. I guess it makes more sense.
Hikaru が帰ってきてから時々さ。
That's why she kept looking at him every once in a while. Oh yeah, she noticed in the forest. Well, these two are gonna be... They're gonna have some relationship problems, as it were. I don't know if you could call it that, but that's what it is. Like, rightfully so. He'd almost killed one of his friends. I do think, like, at the end of this, Yoshiki's gonna have no choice but to ultimately kill this thing. Like, you know, I don't think it's a happy ending where it lives as a human or anything like that. I think Yoshiki's going to have no choice. And not just, I don't even think it's an evil being, but even just it can't understand human morality and life. It just can't. It just cannot. It's an inhuman being. Evil or good, that's a whole other kind of conversation to be had. But I think Yoshiki's going to have to end up being the one to end it. I don't know how that's going to come about, but I think that's kind of where we're going. Or maybe it's going to slowly understand things, because it's even questioning what is life and what is death. I mean, like, that is proven that you don't leave the earth or the world because you die, because there's ghosts everywhere. But obviously, do you have your memory still? Are you still living as it were as you are? Not really.
Hikaru, 学校行くで。
I don't understand Yoshiki. I'm gonna be straight on, man. This guy is the most confusing character, like, because he was furious, like rightfully so.
変なこと聞いてもいいか?
Right? And now it's just like he's just back and he's picking him up for school. Like it's every normal day, any normal day. I don't understand Yoshiki, but I guess we'll figure him out eventually. But yeah, that was episodes 5 and 6. Another 2 wonderful episodes. I am interested to see what they're going to do with Asuko's character at this point. Like, what are they, like, where they're going to go with her? Because they basically admitted that there is something possessing Hikaru, and then she's just living, and she doesn't, like, she's known for a while anyway. So I don't think Hikaru will chase her and to kill her anymore. Obviously, he won't do that anyway because he knows Yoshiki would be furious about it. Even if that's his thing. But yeah, I feel like in the next episodes is like Hikaru is slowly, well, I'm just going to call him Hikaru just for the ease of conversation. But I feel like Hikaru is slowly going to kind of explore like what it means to be a human, what it means to live, what it means to die. So I do think the writer of this is like a very philosophically inclined person. Like you can tell that they're like really into philosophy because there's a lot of like philosophy concepts being explored. What is life? What is death? What is the difference? You know, like death is just a different form of living, it's a different form that you take on. Like there's a lot of really poignant philosophical ideas being explored in this show. So you can definitely tell the writer is like very into philosophy, which is really cool to see as someone that was also really into philosophy. Oh yeah, they had a little confrontation in the last episode. So and then they just kind of like swept it under the rug. So I was unsure like what was going on there because Yoshiki was clearly terrified / angry at Hikaru. But then he just picks him up from school the day after, just acting like nothing's wrong. So I'm curious like what's going to happen there. But to be fair, Yoshiki is infamous for just pushing down any worries and things he has. He just pushes it down and acts like it's not there. Yeah, there's something with his dad, man. Like, bro does not look like he ever wanted to be part of that family. I'm going to say like he was forced to marry or something. This like he was forced to marry a woman or something. I'm going to say that, but then we know that she's from Tokyo, so he had to kind of step out of the mold that people expected of him by going to the city, marrying a city person, and then bringing her back. Like that's also stepping out of like what the small town people expect. So I'm just like, it's not like he was forced to get married. I don't know. The dad's really interesting. Because the only time we've seen him smile, the only time is when he was conversing with Hikaru's dad. I like how Hikaru is like a full-on like immortal monster and he's nervous about the opinion of this 17-year-old schoolboy. It's so funny to me. To be fair, I feel like it's only been conscious long enough, as long as it's been in Hikaru's body, but like still. Oh wait, I just realized is my okay. I wasn't sure if my mic was on. That's why. Sorry. Bro, what's with that teacher? I don't know why. It just keeps cutting to him. And I'm like, what's his importance? Is it just like comic relief or what? Oh, it's interesting that she couldn't censor because she usually censors everyone, right? Yeah, I was just gonna say. And we know she's the girl that was saved from dying by the ghost or the car, right? So is there something special about her? Or different? Maybe they're going to the forest. Or the mountains. Yoshiki, what are you thinking? I'm just this guy confuses me every episode. I'm less like worried about what Hikaru is gonna do in any situation than when I'm with Yoshiki, because it's just his mind is a mysterious place. I can never clock what he's doing, like what he's thinking. Wait, who's this guy? Why isn't it showing his face? Oh, she's still not going to school. To be fair, she did get haunted by a fucking hair demon. Like last episode. 2 episodes ago. Okay. Whenever these singing scenes happens, it reminds me of like a Studio Ghibli movie. Kind of reminds me of what was that movie? It was like based on like World War II kind of thing, and they build planes and shit. I forget the movie's name, but it reminds me of that Studio Ghibli movie. What are you planning to do, Yoshiki? Or maybe he's apologizing because interesting. I think maybe he's chosen to like fully embrace this monster, Hikaru, whatever you want to call it, because like he's apologizing to his family, right? So it feels like he's doing something that he thinks is wrong. And obviously the relationship he has with Hikaru and the monster is like a direct, like, not even a metaphor at this point. It's like a direct thing of his homosexuality. So I think, you know, his guilt of that, obviously, like the internalized homophobia as a result of being raised in like buttfuck nowhere where they view gay people as like diseased. So I think that's probably why he apologized, but I might be wrong. What importance do those 2 forest workers have? What are they called? There's a name for it. I can't remember the name. And why can't we see that one forest guy's face? Bro, there's something so off-putting about that teacher. I'm so confused at what the point of those ranges are. Like everyone else, every other character that's been in this compilation, there's like there's like a reason, we know who they are, and like there's a connection, but what's with the forest workers? I don't know, the rangers, whatever you want to call them, but what do they have to do with anything is my thing. I'm sure we're going to find out, but or maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I just realized Hikaru kind of has like eyebrows like a fox. You know how they have those little like dots? That, I don't know, just a little slight thing I noticed. I don't like this, like some shots are in like 3D. You can see it's like rendered in 3D. I don't know why they chose to do that. Wait, is that his dad? Is that Thing's dad? No, it's not. Surely not. Interesting. That's definitely some metaphor that I'm just not understanding right now. The tree falling down. See, if my kid calls me and says, tell whatever goodbye or whatever, I am instantly at his school because like, what are you talking about? That sounds like a suicide fucking call. Also, that's his dad's smiling. If that's his dad, right? I was wondering what's the point of that, those two, and he's smiling again. So I'm pretty sure, like 100%, his dad is also attracted to men, and that's kind of pretty clear. That's pretty clear. Like with Hikaru's dad, and now this his partner, his work partner, his colleague. I don't know what you want to call him. It's pretty clear that that's what's going on. But why is he saying goodbye? I don't know. You feel like you're making it complicated, bro. You don't fucking talk to anyone in your house. I don't know, man. If I got that phone call, I would be much more worried than what she seems to be. It's so crazy to me, like, these parents are so, like, even the mum are so absent from this kid's life that they can't see clear warning signs. Like, not even just that phone call, but, like, just Yoshiki's general, like, just bearing, the way he is. I would be immediately so worried about him if I was just, not even if I was his parent, just if I was an adult in the vicinity and I saw a kid like this, I would just be like, bro, can we like worry about him? Because he looks so depressed. I don't know for how long he's been like this, but it's clear it's not something it's clear he wasn't always like this, because in like the flashback when he's like 13, 14, or 12, 13, I don't know, he has like this energetic energy around him. So it's clearly a new development, or relatively new, the last couple of years. He's okay, like fuck the other adults, because you know it's a toxic town where everyone's gossiping and talking shit about this family. You know, fuck those adults, but his parents should be like, well, fuck his dad, because his dad's obviously not really even a parent at this point. He just exists in the house. But his mom should be like, I need to figure out what's going on with this kid. But yeah, I guess if his parents had the brains and like care to do that, he would never have gotten so bad in the first place. I thought he meant his memories as like a, you know, as a spirit, not as Hikaru. Sorry, it's a Hikaru's memory. I thought he meant his memory, like the monsters. Okay. That's really interesting, the colors on each side. What is Yoshiki planning? I don't know what he's doing here right now. You gonna say anything, Yoshiki? Like, we... Okay, here we go. I don't know. That doesn't seem like there's going to be next time. It feels like, I don't know. It feels like he's planning to commit suicide. Because he said goodbye to his parents and he's kind of like, I don't know, man. He is worrying the fuck out of me. I'll tell you that much. I love how the one day they decided to wag the fucking concert they've been training for the whole year is on. He went through with it as well. Shit, I wasn't... And then I guess he... Oh, shit. Okay, so that's why he was saying goodbye, because he knew he was going to die. Well, he's not going to die, obviously, because we've still got like fucking 4 episodes left. 5 episodes. But he, in his head, he was like, I'm going to die if I do this. Like, so he's not surprised by it. I guess it was the realization of like... It was the realization of this is not a human, right? Like, no matter what I do, I can't make it a human, like, because of the whole conversation they had about like death and what it, like, why does it matter if someone's alive or dead, right? So I kind of knew something was gonna go really wrong, but I wasn't expecting Yoshiki to try to kill him. Oh, this is important because now he's learning, like, him going through all this is him figuring out that there is a difference between living and dead, someone dead, right? Because the idea of killing Yoshiki is like fucking with his brain. So it's really a lesson if you think about it. Yeah, really. Yeah. I was thinking that it's like a baby that's kind of just imprinted on Yoshiki. Yeah. And also you got to think about it. It's like talking to a kid, right? Like a 1-2-year-old and saying, trying to explain death to that child, right? It doesn't, the kids don't understand, especially kids that are young, don't understand the concept of death, right? So they don't understand the concept of life. So it's like, it's not even an inhuman thing. It's just the fact that he doesn't understand it and grasp it because he's, if you think about it, he's really a baby because he's just gained consciousness when he, well, not consciousness, but he just kind of gained some type of like real consciousness when he took over Hikaru's body. Oh, shit. What's that? Oh, okay, that's... His eyes darkening? That is clear symbolism to something. Oh. They're going to start investigating. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? If you think about it, what if Yoshiki... Is there any after credit scenes? No. What if Yoshiki becomes like one of these things, whatever they are? We don't know what, if they're spirits, demons, ghosts, I don't even know what they are. But because the reason I say that is because Yoshiki now has half of his power, let's say. And we know when the longer, based on what that old lady was saying, the longer you spend time with one of these things, the more you start mixing with that thing, right? Whatever that means. But now, not only is he spending all this time with it, he's got half of its soul, as it were, with him, right? So I wonder if that's going to transform Yoshiki into some like weird hybrid thing. We still don't know exactly what this thing is, but it's interesting anyway. Let's get into the next episode. Okay, so he has so interesting. I was because that I feel like that kind of answered my question that I had in the last episode, where I said, is the body mortal? Like, does it age and stuff like that? Right? We still don't know the answer to if it ages or not, but we do know that it's not a mortal body, right? Because I thought because he took the body over, even though he's an immortal being with unlimited power, Hikaru's body is still mortal. So I thought it would still have weaknesses in that way. But clearly we know that he can heal fatal wounds and just heal it like that. So it's clearly not a mortal body. So potentially Hikaru, this thing that's taken over Hikaru, will never age either. Because if you think about it, aging is kind of your body weakening, right, over time. But if he can heal all injuries, that means like his body will always remain in the strongest point of its life cycle, which means he probably won't age. I don't know though. Maybe I'm just reading too much into this. Unuki. Wait, does Hikaru not know what that name then? So he doesn't even remember his name. Interesting. So his Gramps is alive. So that kind of defeats my whole theory that I had in like episode 3 or 4 when I said, is there like a connection where every member of his family, every male like descendant of his family has to sacrifice their life for a reason, right? With their ritual connection with Unuki. So that kind of falls flat because his grandpa is clearly alive and it's clearly from his dad's side. So that kind of destroys that whole theory, because if that was the case, his grandpa would be dead and his dad's dead. We know that, but it kind of, yeah, that whole theory is trash. Murder Village. So the village made an agreement with something which has created the curses. That kind of leads into my theory when I was like, the real bad guys are the village people. She doesn't even realize that she was almost murdered, to be honest, though, because she got knocked out, right? Ooh. So I wonder, did her interaction with Hikaru like damage her abilities? Oh, I thought she realized that was happening, but she's still not sure. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong about that. Oh, interesting. So it's possessing a lot of people now, like the monsters, the curses. So I'm thinking, I've kind of got a theory. I feel like Unuki, the thing inside Hikaru, is actually a spirit that was protecting the village from the evil spirits. That because we clearly know that it's not just him. There's so many different spirits. You know, there's a hair demon, and then there was that other one that that he crushed with like his eye or something. I can't remember what exactly, but there's multiple of them. So I think he probably had an agreement, or there was a ritual where there was an agreement connection between the village and Unuki to protect against the other evil spirits. That's what I'm thinking. Impurities. That's the word for it. Though I am also thinking like Unuki's presence is creating these smaller impurities potentially as well. So I don't know. It could be either, or it could be both. I don't know. Yeah, because you gave half of your power away, right? So he's more mortal than he was. Wait, does she know something? Oh no, she was just being like, shut the fuck up, you're in a library. Yeah, okay, we know that much. We found that in the last episodes. Yoshiki being a bad people person as always. Okay, bro. Oh, that's the old lady's mum. I mean, daughter, sorry. Oh, shit. What was that look? Does she know that Hikaru killed her? Because we know she was shit scared of Nonuki. Yeah, that was explained by the village chief guy. Okay, so there is a deal or a ritual. So she just disappeared and they didn't even find like a body or anything? Hajime. Oh, that's the village guy, right? The village chief. With the glasses. Takeda. Who was Takeda? Oh, that was the mustache guy, right? The belligerent mustache dude. More sorry for he's more sorry for you putting you in a tough spot than the actual death, like being the cause of the old lady's death. He doesn't really give a shit about that. Let's be straight up about that. He cares because it's affected Yoshiki negatively. That's his frame of reference. So he still doesn't really have an understanding or care for death. Yeah. I told you from episode 1, I told you Yoshiki is not in a good headspace. His brain is, I don't know. I guess it's one of those things where Yoshiki's like, he knows in himself, I'm not going to abandon him, right? So I need to at least try to make him either understand he can't live among humans or to minimize the damage. What's his beef with this guy, bro? Oh no, this is Hajime. Okay, so his dad. Oh, this is their first run-in with this guy. I wonder if he's going to notice that Yoshiki has a mark on his arm. Or what if he senses the energy? Because he's got half of Hikaru's heart or soul with him. He definitely knows something is fishy about Yoshiki. What's with the hams? What the fuck? What the fuck was that? That was so weird. Oh, I was going to say, is he going to see the scar? Oh, interesting. So I'm still like, I've still got the theory that his dad like was the one that he can like gave him the scars, right? Because my theory is still that he is the son of that one old lady. Still no confirmation on that, but no sense of identity. Interesting. Oh, he got that. He clocked that instantly. I don't know. I feel like Unuki's a bit out of your pay grade, my boy. I'm gonna be straight up. Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. The way his shadow is like a giant. Wait, that kind of looked like a shadow. Does he have like some type of shadow power? Oh shit. Can he not see that big shadow right there? And can Hikaru not sense it now that his powers are weaker? Oh shit. Oh no, he already sensed it. Oh shit, because his power's halved. Because his power's cut in half. Bro, come on, give him his power back. Otherwise, you guys are fucked. Oh no, the lady sent I think it's the lady. Okay, next episode. Episode 9. So this is after Hikaru's dad's death, I guess. What is it, like is it shiitake? So what is it, like a mushroom dumpling or something? I hate mushrooms, so. Oh, old man Takada. So they're finally gonna see the old man, hopefully? I wonder if she knows that. Wait, doesn't she know that there's something in Hikaru's body? She seems pretty chill to just see him. Okay, they're talking about it now. I feel like the scar's getting darker. Like the marking. So it's feeding off of Hikaru's power. Oh, that's the thing with the mushrooms in it? Yuck. I'm telling you, I hate mushrooms. So he's like a lightning rod for impurities. But now they're spread out because he's in the village. I thought so. Like he used to act as like a barrier because he was in one spot. Yeah, bro. Last thing bro remembers, they were about to die. So I think this is like, even though obviously it would have been easy to give him his powers and destroy the impurity and stuff. I think this is an important thing because it's allowing Hikaru, or the god in Hikaru, to experience the fear of death. So he's kind of slowly learning about mortality in a way. It wasn't really your husband. It was clearly an impurity that took over your body. Okay, so maybe I was wrong. But, okay, so that's clearly... The girl is clearly Asako, right? It looks exactly like her. But the boy doesn't look anything like the guy that I thought was her son. But then again, his hair could have turned like white from stress or something. But I thought it was him because he has like this patch of like orange in his hair. But clearly, as a kid, this kid has black hair. So maybe it's not. Maybe my theory is wrong. Oh, wow. It was like a proper zombie. Wait. He just got, his neck or face got damaged, and the guy has a scar on his neck, like across his head and shit. So it could be him actually. I don't know, man. Oh, interesting. That's very fascinating that she doesn't know about Unuki. But you'd think if this was Asako's mom, like you'd think Yoshiki would know her, right? I was gonna say, like, Hikaru's thing is like he's not actually like a good guy, as it were, because like I don't think he's a bad guy either. He's just like, the thing in Hikaru doesn't have good or evil. It just is. It's like a kind of like a calamity, right? It's like tsunamis aren't evil or good. They just are what they are. That's kind of how I feel about this existence in Hikaru, where his only thing is whatever Yoshiki wants, that's the route we're going to go. He doesn't really have like a moral compass of like, this is the right or wrong thing to do. It's just, if Yoshiki wants to do it, it's the right thing. If he doesn't, it's the wrong thing. That's how it is in his brain. It's really fascinating that it feels that way, because when in the flashback he was talking to Hikaru, right? He's like, I want to leave this village as soon as possible. But then now he's saying, I can't abandon the village. So it's a fascinating kind of character. I couldn't call it character development, but it's a different something he's kind of grown to change his mind about. Oh shit. She can sense the energy, I guess, within Hikaru. Oh wait, he was behind it? Okay, so the shadow was linked to him. I knew it. So does that mean this agency, whatever they are, have kind of utilized impurities to give strength to their agents to fight against impurities? Okay, so he's the antagonist, right? Clearly. I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying he's the antagonist. He's opposite to the protagonists. So I wonder, maybe the mixing, as it were, creates humans like the blonde guy, where they kind of have a connection to impurity, so they can't be fully just in the human, like have a normal life. So I do wonder if there's going to be a lot of like parallels between Yoshiki and the blonde guy, because the blonde guy is even like, you remind me a lot of myself. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of parallels between those two. Mm-hmm. Where's he going? Oh, isn't that the place where they had the fight about the puppy or some shit? Was it a puppy? What was it? A duck? Something. Oh, he made a grave for Hikaru. Okay. So that memory was real when they had a fight. So they played Super Mario Maker before Super Mario Maker was a thing. So that's an interesting point he made, where he's like, Hikaru was a closed book, where he's an open book. Like, you know, yeah, there's all this secret of like he's a demon god, whatever, but generally he's whatever is feeling is open and honest in his face, where Hikaru, it seems like even Yoshiki didn't really know what was happening in his brain and who he really was in his head, you know. Yeah. He's like, and also he's saying like, my relationship with Hikaru is my relationship with Hikaru. I have a different relationship with you, you know, like let's not think about my relationship with Hikaru anymore. This is now like you're a different person. I'm just trying to figure out how you're going to deal with fucking that blonde agent. He seems to be a big problem. And he now knows everything about them. I feel like Unuki is like a, not a perfect one for one, but like a kind of inspiration of like the devil, right? It kind of does, it will give you a favor for a, like you have to give something in return, right? Like, so deal with the devil type shit. That's kind of what it feels like. I don't think it's a perfect one for one like comparison, but I feel like that's there's definitely an influence of that with this god figure that's been created. Because you're currently in a mortal body, which is not something that was supposed to happen. I do think the show is going to end with him returning to the mountain as like that big sacrificial play that to end the show. Though I did, someone in the comments did say there's going to be season 2, so I don't know if that maybe season 1 will end like that, and then season 2 will he will return and something will happen. I don't know, but I feel like that's kind of where it's going. Even if it doesn't happen at the end of season 1, I think by the end of the show, that's where it's going. I might be wrong, but it just makes the most sense from a narrative perspective. That's the most emotion fucking Yoshiki's had this whole time. Just the idea of losing him. I do feel like there's like an underlying plot happen, like not a plot, but a theme happening in this show. And that is, I feel like it's a whole story of Yoshiki dealing with his grief of losing Hikaru, right? And accepting it. And right now he's in that denial stage still, right? Like this whole show, he's been in that denial stage of like, I've got Hikaru right here, right? I think ultimately the story is going to be Yoshiki accepting that loss and that grief, and Hikaru, or the monster, the god, whatever you want to call it, going back to the mountain to act as a shield against the other Imperials. That's kind of where I see the story going. I feel like he's going to recognize Hikaru as soon as he sees him, like the god in him. Yeah, I don't know, bro. Demon hunter, spirit hunter. I don't know what she is. She's something. This was the guy before when the old lady died, and he was like, he was doing something. I can't remember what he was doing. In like episode 2 or 3. She's a medium. Okay. So a connection between the spirits and the humans. Ooh. So his family is behind it. Oh. So they behind all the death? What did they do though? But he doesn't, because he's not Hikaru, right? So he doesn't know what he's talking about. Because Hikaru clearly knew, because he went up into the mountain. Like the real Hikaru. Oh, an impurity is already in his body. Oh shit. Wait, is it the hair demon? Oh shit. Oh shit. And he's only got half of his power as well. Oh. Woo. Wait, it's his ancestor. Oh. Oh, he wants to check if it's... What if it wasn't? You just killed a high school kid. Oh wait, that's Hikaru's name. Sorry, I don't know why. With his full name, I was like, I didn't even clock. Okay, in Hikaru. Okay, I'm sorry, my brain stopped working. I thought he said Indo and it was a different name, but it was just he was talking to Hikaru. I thought like his ancestor or something had taken over his body or something. I don't know. My brain stopped working. Okay, how's this going to end? I feel like Yoshiki's... Oh, there it is. It's the fucking washing machine. It sounds like a demon is being exercised when it's on. So I had to close the door. There he is. Oh shit. Hikaru's crashing out. Why are you laughing, bro? Oh shit. Okay, it's working. And it's worked. Seemingly. Maybe. The fuck was that about? What was all those laughing voices and stuff? Does that maybe whatever's inside Hikaru consumes souls and that's the soul of everything that he's consumed? I don't know. Why was bro laughing like a maniac though? To be fair, Tanaka is a bit of like he is a bit unhinged, so. His head's back on though. I don't know if it actually worked because the energy went back into Hikaru's body, so I assume the monster's still there. Oh, he knows that it weakened itself. What does he want though, this guy? Because at first I thought, okay, he wants to destroy all these impurities, but then it's like, okay, if he wanted to do that, then he would have just ended, like he would have destroyed it right there because it's like his head is weak. His goal is in front of him, so it's got to be more than that. It's got to be more than the basic, oh, I'm trying to destroy evil type shit. I think he wants to use the impurities in some way. And he knows exactly what it is as well, so that's... because he said, I can't believe it showed up in this era. I do wonder if he wasn't there, would the monster have died? The way his personality fully changed. Not personality, but... Oh wait, his eyes kind of look like Hikaru's eyes. Like the pattern. Is he blind? So does his sunglasses make him not blind? Are they like a special tool or something? Like magical? Okay, so yeah, it gives him sight. I thought these guys called him. So they didn't call him.
あるもの
Their world. Okay, so there's an alternate world.
会社やなくてお前
やることが増えました
Maybe he wants to use Nonuki to get his sight back
あんた
somehow.
本当にもう大丈夫なの？
ほんまヒカルも
Bro, this guy just almost died and his dad's still nowhere to be found.
ねえ、なんで武田さん家に行ったわけ？危ないこととかに巻き込まれてないよね。
He's very much involved in a bunch of shady business.
ごちそうさ
大丈夫か
Okay, I'll take it back. He actually is worried. He was worried. Okay, I'll give him that much. I wonder if his relationship with Yoshiki is so difficult because he almost sees himself in Yoshiki when he was that age. I feel like there's some of that going on for sure, especially with the vibe he had with Hikaru's dad. Or maybe he knows something about like the demons, like about Unuki-sama and shit.
ここね、昔人の骨が見つかったんよ。
Oh, so there was dead bodies in
大
there,
病の古い骨。それも変なことに
Oh,
胴体の骨だけやった。
like bones from
腕
dead
刈りでは
bodies.
腕の骨だけが、足取りでは足の骨だけが見つかってね。
Wait, we also know that the villages, like the villages are shaped like a body, right? They discovered that in the last episode. And then now there's like arms and limbs being found in separate villages. So that's got to be like important. I don't know what it could mean, but that's got to be important.
習慣があったと言われとる。
Wait,
でも
Oh.
妙やね、その人。
I wonder if the skulls have something to do with Tanaka.
刀の。
とかですかこいつを払うために
He doesn't seem to be a medium like her. He seems different.
敵に村から連れ出すとか、閉じ込めちゃうとか。
Like if it's a god, then I don't think you could kill it.
私もその男調べてみるわ。
調べるってどう
So that's not her son. I was wrong about that.
見える人なりの探し方がある。
Because my theory was that the Tanaka was her son that was like fled the village, but that's not him. Clearly, because she would know if it was him. Because she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll investigate him. Though to be fair, her son could have just like disappeared years ago and she doesn't know, like maybe he changed his name. She doesn't know what he looks like. So it could be that as well. But I'm pretty sure that's not her son.
霊媒か。もしくはあのか。
But then if it is her son, it makes sense if he's also a spirit medium, right? And she knows about the company as well. So it still could be like, because the spirit medium thing feels like it could be a bloodline thing, right? So it still could be, but I don't think it is. He is. Oh shit. What was happening? Was he like going inside Yoshiki's body?
が山から感じ取った気配よりだいぶ小さい。
I wonder if he's not
おい
Unuki.
やめろや
Like, because obviously we know the theory, like the whole thing is like they're like they are portraying it as if the thing in Hikaru is Unuki, right? That's the way it's been kind of developed. But what if it's not? Because that hasn't really been confirmed, and now she's saying you don't feel like the presence. So to be fair, that could just be the fact that he gave half of his power to that stone thing that he gave Yoshiki.
朝のさあの刀普通やなかった
Yeah, it's like a demon slaying sword or some shit. Spirit slaying sword.
って俺は
俺はアホや
Yeah, what was that scene? What was that scene, bro?
別に襲われた
ほんまよかった意外と
You still see the line on his head, like his neck.
は
ヒカルおらんとつまんねーって10回くらい言っとったけど
言ってね
言っとったよ
Is Yoshiki taking notes about
いや別に
うぬきさん
what did that say?
けど
言ってね
What is it? Said trade head something.
てかさっきから何書いとんの
Trade head for request. Interesting.
別に
Interesting.
調べとんのか
今なん
疫病とかが収まったんやって俺
覚えとらんけど。
So was it like a thing of offering these not born babies to this god? Is that kind of what he's hinting at? That's kind of sounds like a sacrificial thing.
その頃から山におったんか。
二佐山で光が行方不明になったんもうぬきさんのせいかもな。
そんな神様。
It's interesting though. Everyone else calls it Unuki-sama and he doesn't. So that's fascinating to me. I don't know if that's important or if it's just this.
やってよ。こんなん知りたがるとか。もしやお前もオカルトマニアか。
So is that a reason it's split up then? Because we know, like the village, the main when it was a big village, because we know that there's no other religion in this village they're in because the religion is the god in the mountain, right? Because there was a whole dialogue about like why there's no churches in this village or anything like that. So I am fascinated. Is that why it's separated, where some like villages started building churches because you had people from other religions like coming into the village and like that created that divide? Maybe, I don't know.
やとしたら分損した1700年頃はもううぬきさんやなくのぬき様で分損も進行の
True, I just realized, sorry, my brain didn't realize that the name, I thought it was just like a subtitle thing, so maybe I wasn't paying too much attention to it, but the name did change from Unuki to Nonuki, but it's the same god. I'm just going to say god for this, the ease of discussion.
進行は首立ちには事実残っとる
Is that why when Tanaka was coming to the village, he was like, that cursed village, because they're still the only one that worship Nonuki?
他の村は能をつける必要があったから
Interesting.
首立ちだけが解放されんかった
Whose head was that? Wait,
まあよしき。
one sec, wait, maybe I'm tripping.
が犯した罪の
We can see that this is Hikaru's ancestor because it's got Hikaru's face. This kind of looks like, maybe it's just the black hair, but it kind of looks like Yoshiki.
落とし前をつける必要があったから首立ちだけが
So what if Hikaru's family or ancestors there's some connection between his family and Yoshiki's family when it comes to whatever that sin was, right? Because we know his dad is from the village, so his bloodline is from this village. So potentially there's a connection between their two families that has been forgotten, and that has to do with the sin, because that head kind of looked like in the eyes kind of look like Yoshiki. Maybe I'm reading too much into it though.
解放され蔵で何も見えん
Oh shit. This looks like the Hall of Many Faces in Game of Thrones.
首以外の体はなるべく遠くに埋めなあかん。それを楽にするために村が
Wait, is that why there's no head? The heads are gone. Like arms and legs are appearing all over the place, but no one could ever find the heads because they disappear as soon as the sacrifice is made.
光、これがこの村の子や。絶対忘れたらあかんで。
So the Indos basically created
インド家の罪のことも。
the curse.
ベタに人殺しの村やったんかそら隠すわな
Well, they've been calling her a murder village for the whole show.
首やったんや
やっぱりない。ここにヒチさんがあったんや。あれは儀式の時に山へ持って行って
Wait, that looks like the size of that little wooden thing that Tanaka was showed to the mayor and the chief and shit. That looks like that size. So maybe that's the thing that is necessary to, I guess, hold off Nonuki-sama.
うぬきさんにお返しするんやって。
Yep, it is. Okay, I thought so.
でも俺は
That's why he's being quiet.
首なんかいらんのに。なんで
光の
あ、もやがかかっとる。
ダメか他に光の
I guess so. The sin is not them taking people's
そ
heads.
んな人なんて
Your dad.
俺にはおる
Yeah, I was just going to say. Here we go. We're gonna learn some more about Yoshiki's old man. Okay, let's. There's an after credit scene, I think.
冷たくて空っぽや。だからたくさん入れたい。俺の中に飲み込んで。そして
Oh shit.
出されるから。
Wait, what's going on right now?
それが。
Oh, that's why he went to Yoshiki's house. Because Yoshiki asked him, why'd you come to my house that day? And he's like, I don't remember. Is he lying about not remembering?
わかった。
So they had a good relationship when he was younger. I'm curious what changed.
別に。
いや。俺と公平で自分らの息子にまで背負わせたないと話し合っとったんやけどな。
Okay, but well, then...
やから俺ははよゆきねえと結婚し。
Okay, wait, if that's the case... Hikaru's dad told him all about everything. If he didn't want to burden his kid, why would he tell him? That doesn't... It's missing information there.
私、インドの若当主の奥さんが疫病で倒れてお首様になってな。
Oh.
その時のことが由来やねん。
Oh wait, Okubi was the head, the head thing where they cut off the head and offer it. That's what that is. So, is that the sin then? He cut his wife's head off?
干したらな、見事生き返った。
Oh wait, that's the head. Okay, so I was wrong about my theory.
その日のうちに村の3分の1が開始した。首吊り。
Oh, so it was like equivalent exchange type shit. Like if you're not gonna give your wife's head, I'll take the heads of half the village or a third of the village. Wait, that kind of looks like how when Hikaru's head was cut off, like the way her head was removed, like it looks the same. Oh, so that's the head. Okay, so that's the... Interesting. Okay, so the sin is their sin is that they sacrificed the village people to bring back one of their members, right? And that's a sin. But then, even though it worked for 5 seconds, then she died again anyway. So, interesting. Because it didn't really have a consciousness, right? But if you think about it, like the thing in Hikaru right now is learning like just basic things that you learn as you are a human, right? Like what death is and all these other things, right? So he didn't really have a consciousness to do things, if that makes sense. It was just kind of like an instinct-based thing, right? That just responded as its nature intended. It didn't really think of, I'm doing this and I'm accepting this ritual and all this shit. So that doesn't really work. So he's basically being absent from his family because he's insecure about who he is and he can't pluck up the courage to try.
子供にはすぐいい顔すんの。
I love how she spoke like the apocalypse was happening. Like that's how rare it is for them to have a conversation. That's Yoshiki, right? Am I tripping? That's Yoshiki's face right now. Yeah, and clearly impurities are still around. Oh! Maybe no one made requests of it until then? Maybe this god has no choice but to answer the requests. So it's like, it's not even a choice thing. It's like, if a request is made of the god, it needs to accept it.
なんでこの地獄のスケッチ1519年
Gehenna is like another word for hell, right? I'm pretty sure. Wait. I got some ideas right now because it looks exactly like the monster's energy, right? What if... I don't know. I'm not sure yet. I've got some ideas brewing, but I'm just gonna... Let's just let it run.
やったらこれ返す。そしたらお前もう言いたい思いせんやろ。
That's a big amount of trust that you can see Yoshiki has in him now.
なんなら永遠に失われてしまうかも。
Oh, so he can't rejoin with it.
にさされてまうかもしれやんや。
He's losing control again.
何?
Oh, what is that? Did Tanaka do something to him when he cut his head off? Because like since then he's been losing control constantly. Yeah, Tanaka did something to him, bro. And what is that light in Yoshiki? Is that his soul? Is that in every human, or is it just a Yoshiki thing? Wait. Whoever this is just like, oh shit, I just walked into some gay shit right now. Let me go back. You just do whatever you want to do. No, but so Yoshiki has this big fire in his soul right now, right? And we know he's had possession of half of Hikaru's power for who knows how long now. And then Hikaru's energy, whatever that is trying to consume him. So I wonder if it's trying to, like, Yoshiki's mixed so far that it's kind of trying to rejoin its other half in a way. Because that's really what it is. Yoshiki has one half and then the other half's in Hikaru. So it's like, I don't know, maybe. He's going to try to go back to the mountain now. Wait, the mark on his arm's getting worse and worse. Like it's, before it was like just a shadow. Now it's like literally looks like a scar. Could be an art thing, but I don't know. That you forgot he wasn't? Yeah. Yoshiki's just too good of it. He's too good of a person. Yeah, he is mentally ill, but he's also a very good kid.
そうなると向こうとの境界線は曖昧になって、汚れがものすごいよ。
Man, the fact that they're not showing her son's face, it just always makes me be like, okay, is Tanaka her son actually? And was my original theory right? Because they're not showing his face, because I feel like that's important. I feel like it's going to be an important reveal.
手が届くから近寄りたくなるんやろね。
これ以上混ざったら
Okay, I take that back. They did show his face just then.
本能的になってまうんかね。
俺が弱っとるからな。
Oh, he can't control his powers anymore, I guess, because he's growing weaker and weaker.
負けてヨシキの魂を。
この子は恐ろしい。下手したら全て壊してしまう。
I guess you can see the truth of his power at all
俺
times.
が山戻ったら全部解決なん。そうすれば汚れも減って、みんな安全で、全部元通りになる。
The thing is, I don't even know if that would work because you're not full power anymore. Oh, she's gonna exercise him. Oh, but she decided against it. The thing is, if she takes it out of his body, wouldn't Hikaru's dead anyway. His soul's not there anymore. Like, the body's dead, and then the monster's gone. Everyone's dead. That's really what it is. Because even if she exercises, the monster's going to be out of the body at that point. So it's like, it's not like it's going to kill it. It's going to be more dangerous if it's not contained in a human body. Who's this? She from the company? Is she the girl that Tanaka's always talking to? Interesting. I just want to make sure there's no after credits scene. Okay. Last episode, guys. Episode 12. Here we go. I am curious how they're going to wrap everything up with this arc, at least, of what's going on, because it's like there's still what's going on with Tanaka, like her son, there's the question of that, and then there's like Hikaru losing control, the plot line with the dad. I feel like there's some stuff, I feel like there's a lot of things to kind of explore still, so it definitely needs a season 2. So a good thing it's getting that. I don't know what's going on with her. I guess she's also trying to figure out what's going on with Hikaru and Yoshiki. I think he's planning to go up the mountain. Feels like a goodbye scene. Or a farewell scene, sorry. Yeah, that scar on his arm is definitely way worse than it was. Yeah, it's like he's saying goodbye to this life because he's going in each room and just kind of like... here we go. We haven't seen this guy in a hot minute. See what he's been planning. So that god doesn't exist. Then what is Hikaru? What exactly is he then? If he's not the god. I think she fully knows that there's a spirit in Hikaru at this point. That's why she's been like depressed and stuff. Well, don't look at Yoshiki. He is a... Like this is a normal, semi-normal response. Yoshiki just responds like he responds because he's not mentally healthy. Nah, he's dead. He hit his head on the fucking rock like an idiot. I'm sorry, like he died the dumbest way I've ever seen. Yeah, he could have had like closure. Though I do feel like he had closure when he did the grave for Hikaru. It was like that was Yoshiki's moment of like, okay, Hikaru's dead. So I don't think Yoshiki would have reacted like this how he's imagining. I think Yoshiki, if Hikaru died and there was just nothing, and there was no like replacement Hikaru or anything like that, I think he would have fallen apart. Like just, I don't know. He might have even like just, I don't know what he would have done, but I don't think he would have reacted in this healthy way that Hikaru thinks he would have. Like he might have even lost his mind, to be honest. She's like 10 years old, bro. What are you talking about, kids? Fucking weirdos. He's like, yes, get me out of this fucking house right now. I don't want to deal with these old farts.
ちいち気にしてられんわ。俺もお前んことさしたし。
Yeah, like look how bad that's gotten, that scar. Or bruise, whatever you want to call it. Wait, why is it real? Why is it why did they just show a real shot of it? This is fascinating. Why is it showing real footage? That's interesting. That's so fascinating. That was definitely a creative choice, trying to like explain something narratively.
最近少しずつ思い出したような。特に願いを叶えるって話。何でも願いを叶えてやれ。
If you think about it, like him going into Hikaru's body all started as a result of him having to accept requests, right? Because Hikaru's like, I don't want Yoshiki to be alone, so that was the request of like, the only way to not make him be alone is do whatever that is, and that the only thing he could have done was taken over the body. Interesting. It's like I don't really have any other wishes. Or maybe it's like he didn't want to add that responsibility on to Hikaru. Why did I just fucking pause where it's showing me the cat's balls? Fucking worst pausing. Oh, here we go. This guy's about to do some crazy shit. I just don't know what he's planning. Or what he wants, honestly. And we know that the suit lady visited the middle-aged Superman lady. Forgetting her name, but you know, the one that's been helping out Yoshiki and Hikaru. So I'm curious, like, what's going on that front. Oh shit, what the fuck's that? What the fuck? He put his consciousness into the snake, didn't he? Oh, maybe not. What did he do? I'm so confused. What was it? I thought he changed his consciousness, but if he did, then he would have just died straight up there because Hikaru's not in there. So what happened with that snake, I wonder? Yeah. This is when Yoshiki is about to lose his mind. Because I do think Yoshiki has, like, he has had closure with Hikaru dying, but it's like Yoshiki doesn't want to be alone. That's what the whole thing that he had that conversation with his dad where they were talking about like he was talking about when someone lacks something, that's something that they, you know, chase even more. And I think like the idea of belonging somewhere, Yoshiki only feels that with Hikaru or the creature in Hikaru, like both of them, right? So I definitely think even if he leaves, Yoshiki is not going to be in a good mental space. Not that he is now, but even worse. Yoshiki, I love him. He's so immorally, like, I mean, not immorally, he's so morally interesting because he's like, I don't know, like sometimes he's so like good and then sometimes he's like so unhinged and then sometimes it's just like he's so morally flexible, I feel like. It's found its identity finally. I'm going to talk a bit about that, but just let the scene continue. Yeah, it's all been for him, like. Which is not a bad thing, but that. I thought he just kicked him in the nuts.
ポケモンから解放されてお前にとってもええことやろが
Bro just walked out, got the popcorn. Okay, I want to talk about that before we finish it off. Okay, so there's definitely going to be season 2. There's so much to explore still. Okay, let's talk about this. So the whole I'm hiding who I am, all this stuff. So this is straight up him admitting it, right? That he's gay. Like that's the whole thing, right? And he compares it to being a monster, obviously just because of the environment he's in, where it's like viewed as a disease. It's like, you know, it's unnatural and not normal and all these other fucking words that you could use for it, right? And so that's the connection he finds like with the monster, as it were. I don't like calling it the monster because it's like it's a weird way to classify, but that's the only easiest way to classify and differentiate it from like Hikaru and the being inside of Hikaru. I love that. I love that. And I got a comment like talking about, oh, like why is people reading it as if they're gay? It's just a horror anime. I'm just like, bro, media literacy is dead. I'm telling you. Like even if you don't view this from like a romantic sense, which, you know, that's a whole other can of worms, to not agree that Yoshiki is gay is crazy work to me. It's like there's been so much hints that that's the thing. Like when they mention that other villager that was gay and like the other villagers calling him diseased and stuff, and he doesn't leave the house and shit like that, right? That being something that Yoshiki was talking about, and like him wanting to leave the village. Like there's so much little hints to be like Yoshiki is a gay man. I'm scared. I'm scared that like last second, bro, like Tanaka's just gonna come and headshot him with his sword or some shit. Like, I'm scared that shit's gonna happen, bro. To end the episode, because I'm so scared he's gonna get beheaded any second. Is it ended? Wait, I wasn't. Okay, I don't want to see what's going to happen. I'm so nervous, bro. I feel like he could die, get headshotted by Tanaka any second right now. Oh, wait. Okay, he's coming in. Oh, they're going to end it there? Nah, get fucked. Nah, get fucked. How about that? How about these guys get fucked? How are they going to end it there? That's crazy. That is insane. Okay. So that was episodes, what was that? Episodes 10 to 12. We finally finished the show. Definitely set up for so much more, like Tanaka approaching at the end. There's so much more we need to learn about him. I feel like there's still a lot of things the monster and Hikaru doesn't know about himself. You know, there's the whole thing of like Unuki being a fake thing. Like it's not like a real god, right? So we need to learn what exactly is Hikaru, because it's clearly a lot of mystery there. There's so much like mystery still. So I am excited to get a season 2 for this. I think it's one of those shows that's so well done that, and like just so high quality that I think it will be a show we'll get a season like every couple of years. I reckon season 2 earliest will come out like maybe 2027. Like I reckon earliest, that's the earliest we'll get season 2. Like I don't want them to rush it because this was so high quality. I want the same quality or higher quality in the next season. So hopefully they don't just try to get this season out as fast as possible. But yeah, that was my reaction to episode 10, 11, and 12. Hopefully you guys enjoy the reaction. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.